Hey guys, so excuse my ratchet mom hair, but you know, that's life. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's more of like a like kind of natural glam makeup holiday Thanksgiving look. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I got this look, just keep on watching. Okay, so I already primed my eyes. I used Painterly Paint Pot, and then I used my face powder to set it. So I have my brushes that I use like on a regular basis in this little like mason jar. So now I'm going to start with the eyeshadow. So I'm not a big shimmery person. I'll put like shimmer on the like middle of my lid, but I'll mostly like stick with mattes the majority of the time. But for the holidays, I love to do shimmery looks, like all shimmery looks. So I'm going to do a neutral eye, but using only shimmery eyeshadows. So I'm going to be using the Lorac Pro Omega 3 palette. Look how dirty this is. Like, it looks so nice and clean, you know, and white, but it just gets so dirty. But this is what it looks like if you guys haven't seen it. The first two rows are matte, and then the last two rows are all shimmery colors. I think I'm going to do a little bit of like a kind of rosy eye, and like so that way I can do a dark lip and a nude lip. I do suggest using like a gloss on top of your liquid lipstick, like when you add a lip liner when you're going to like a holiday party or you're going to Thanksgiving and you're going to be eating. I feel like they just last a lot longer. I don't know why, that's just what works for me. Also, obviously, if you wear nude, it's like less noticeable if it starts rubbing off than, you know, a darker lip. So just make sure you take it in your bag and, you know, touch it up. So I'm going to be going in with probably a mixture of tan and pecan. It's like the second and third color right here. And I'm just going to be not really focusing it just on the crease, but bringing it down a little bit. I have something on my nose. So usually when you work on your transition color, you kind of like try to keep your brush like this so you can focus it like just on the crease like that. But since I'm just putting it kind of all over, I do flatten it more so it just kind of drags down a little to my lid. So I'm going to go in with Bellini. It's like this little like kind of orangey, like peachy shimmery shade. I'm going to be using the same brush. And be doing the same thing, just focusing it on my lower part of my crease and my eyelid. See how it brightens, like it brightens up the lid a little bit. Okay, so let me zoom you guys in just a little bit. Not a little bit. So now I'm going to take just a little bit of rose quartz. It's this one right here. And I'm just going to focus that on my outer V. When you want to keep an eyeshadow like on the outer corner, you really just need to tap the shadow until you get the eyeshadow as dark as you want it, and then blend out the edges. Okay, so after you get the after you tap in the shade and you get it as dark as you want, I'm just going in with a clean blending brush and like slowly blending the edges. Okay, so now I'm going to do some eyeliner. I'm going to be using NYX Matte Liquid Liner, the black one. And for lashes, I'm going to be using the Vegas Nay Grand Glamour lashes. First I'm going to put a little bit of mascara. I'll be using this Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara. Just look at the difference. Boom. Bald. Not bald. This is where all of our extra hair should go. Our eyelashes. I'm just saying. Okay, so the eyes are pretty much done. I just need to do my lower lash line, but you know, I'll do that after my concealer and all that. So I'm going to go ahead and prime and go in with my foundation. I'm going to be going in with my favorite primer. This is the Smoothing Primer by Makeup Forever. The Skin Equalizers, they have a bunch of these for different purposes, but I like the smoothing one. I mean, I haven't really tried the other ones, but if you guys see me going like this, it's because my kid's monitor is over there. Just want to make sure they're still sleeping. Okay, so I'm going to be going in with the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation all over my face. I use like a pump and a half, and I work in like sections because this dries pretty quick. I know it looks pretty white right now, but this oxidizes a good like 2 shades, so it'll get a little darker. I'm going to be going in with Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in Vanilla. I'm just going to be going like directly under my eyes. And then I'm going to be using Tarte Shape Tape to kind of highlight the other parts of my face because it's a little bit lighter than this one. This one's more my skin tone. The Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light. And I'm going to be using Morphe G8 to blend it out. And for special occasions, I like to cream contour and powder contour. If I'm doing more of a like natural look, I'll just do powder or just do cream. But if I'm doing something where I'm going to go and I want it to last all day, I'm going to do both because it's kind of like powder and foundation. Like you put foundation, concealer, the creams, and then the powder on top, so it like seals the deal and, you know, lasts all day. So I like the NYX Wonder Sticks. I have the one in medium tan, I think. Yeah, medium tan, and this one is deep. I always lose the caps, like, okay, so this one is deep, so see how dark that is, and I use that like all around my face. They're super creamy. I really like them. Good price, so you should definitely check these out. And then I use the tan one for my nose because I feel like if I use the deep on my nose, it'll be a little too dark and it'll end up looking kind of muddy. So then I go in with this Real Techniques brush and just buff it out. I forgot to put some lip balm on. It's funny because without lip balm and lip liner and lipstick and stuff, my lips look really small. Because my lips are like the same color as my face. I have a lot of pigmentation in my, especially like my top lip. So I'm going to be using the Kat Von D translucent powder to set where I put my concealer, and a little just like cosmetic sponge. I've been liking to use these lately because it gives me more of like, a precise application. Okay, so I like to bring the powder down around my nostril area because I do crease right there. Now I'm going to be going in with my MSF in Medium by MAC to set the rest of my face. This is my favorite powder ever. It doesn't give too much coverage, but and it's not really powdery and cakey. It gives just enough coverage. Not that I need much coverage with this foundation, but if I don't set my foundation, it will, my other powders, my blush and my bronzer won't go on as smooth. So I just need to make sure it's all dry. Okay, so now I'm going to be going in with the, let's see, what bronzer am I going to use? You know what? Let's go in with an oldie but a goodie bronzer. I have 3 of them and they're all like halfway like used. So I'll just use this one. This is just like the perfect bronzer color. Sometimes I go in just a little too heavy, but that's okay. Just get your powder brush and just blend it out. This is like your face blending brush pretty much. You don't go too far in. Just stay as far back as you can. And I'm going to be going in with this little Wet n Wild brush to contour my nose. I'm going to be going in with Melba Blush by MAC. Has a little bit of a shimmer to it, but it's so flattering on pretty much everyone's skin tone. Okay, so my eyebrows are all done, and now I'm going to work on the lower lash line, and I'm not going to do too much, but I'm just going to add a little bit of shadow on the outer corner and add some mascara. Usually I use like a pencil brush or something to do my lower lash line, but today I want it to just be a little messier, so I'm just going to go in with the rose quartz like on the very tip of the brush and just kind of sweep it as close to my lash line as I can. And for my highlight, I'm going to be going in with this NYX Jumbo Pencil in Yogurt. Like a pretty little, kind of the same color as Rose Quartz. A little more nude. I'm also going to set my brows with some brow gel. So then for my lower lash line, I'm going to be going in with Rimmel Lash Accelerator. Sometimes I don't like using mascara on my lower lash line. I like it to look a lot more softer. So sometimes if you see that I skip that part, it's most of the time on purpose. Sometimes I might forget, but most of the time it's on purpose. So for the first lip option, I'm going to be going in with Child Star. This is a new Too Faced liquefied lipstick that I just picked up like a week ago, like last week, and I love it. It's like the perfect nude for me. It might be a little too muted for a lot of people, but for me it works perfectly fine. And I'm going to be going in with MAC's Oak lip pencil underneath. First I have to wipe off my lip balm. Okay, so this is the nude lip option. You can like add whatever gloss on top you want. But if you wanted to go with something darker, I love this new liquid lipstick I just picked up. This is the Stila one. I love this formula too. But I do like the Too Faced ones better. But this is a really pretty burgundy lip that you could do. But I personally like the nude one on me today. I mean, probably for Thanksgiving I'll do like a burgundy lip. But I'm gonna do another more like, so I guess this is my more natural Thanksgiving kind of like makeup. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!